welcome again to our channel. My name is Uche and today we're going to show you how to make Nigerian jollof rice. This jollof rice is so good, it is tasty, and you can serve it at your party, you can serve it for dinner, you can just do a lot of things with it. So with this jollof rice, I'm going to be using the long grain rice. I got this from Walmart. You know, it's just like about $5 or so. It's not even really expensive, and I can make this like 3 or 4 times. Okay, and then I have some bell peppers, I have some scotch bonnet pepper, I have ginger, I have garlic, and I have some onions, some tomatoes. I'm gonna put all these things in the description box when I am done. With this recipe, we're going to grind all this, the herbs, the tomatoes, the bell peppers, all of them together. And when you're done, just go ahead and pour it out in a little bowl. This is the pepper mix. This is what we're going to be using for it, and all the herbs helps to bring out the flavor. So we're going to kind of like parboil the rice or wash it. I like this step because it helps to get rid of some of the starch. That way it's not like too sticky. If you like sticky rice, I mean, you can go ahead and skip this step, but I do like this step. Just boil hot water and let it boil for like 2 to 3 minutes. Don't let it overcook, and then take it out, wash it, drain it. And for this recipe, we're going to be using some beef. So this is going to be a beef jollof rice. So in a pot, I have my already washed and cut beef. I'm going to add some of the pepper mix. This has like the herbs, the garlic and ginger. So this is just going to infuse in the meat and make the meat really tasty. So I'm just going to add like a couple of spoons into this. And remember, do not add water in your beef at all. The beef is going to bring out some water already. So after I added the pepper mix, I'm going to go ahead and add like a lot of salt. And I would also be adding a little knorr. And just add it together. Add the spices, whatever spice you like to use when making your beef. Just add it. I'm going to add some curry. And then jollof rice, by the way, is eaten by like almost every family I know in Nigeria. They love it a lot. I just added a little bit of thyme to it. This is also good for the stock, because we're going to be using the little stock from this for the rice when we start cooking. I'm gonna throw in like 2 bay leaves. So in a different pan, I have a tomato paste. Go ahead and just add the tomato paste to the pan. I like to fry my tomato paste a little bit first, so that way it's going to get rid of that really sour taste that it has. So I usually do not skip this step. Just gonna fry it a little bit. And at this point, just keep turning it. You don't want it to burn, and you might as well just go ahead and reduce the heat and put it in medium, and just keep stirring and turning it so it doesn't burn. Now we're just gonna check the meat. I'm gonna let it cook a little more so it can be a little tender. Cover it back and just let it cook, and come back to my tomatoes. Is still frying. After about like 3 minutes, this is how it's gonna look. You go ahead and add your pepper mix, and this pepper mix also has about 2 or 3 fresh tomatoes. So we're gonna be using all that. Turn it. The remaining of the pepper mix that I have, the fresh ones, I usually just put it in a container and store it in the freezer. That way I can always come back to it whenever I need it. I use it to cook a lot of things, just like almost everything. I use it to cook. So kind of like watch your stew. don't leave it alone so it doesn't burn. Check our meat. Right now it looks good, so we will be getting ready to get it down in a minute. Turn it off. All this little water you're seeing, this is from the meat. We added no water at all in the meat. So I am going to be air frying this meat. I would like to bypass the whole deep frying in oil, so it's a little more healthy. So this is going to be air fried. I'm going to go ahead and go air fry it, and then when I come back I'll show you how it is. Okay, so we are back to our stew. It looks nice. It is done. So I'm gonna set like a little bit aside. I usually use that little bit for my beef. I always just set like just a little bit. And then this is the stock from the meat. We're gonna go ahead and just add the stew to it. And then we add some water, add some spices, and then start cooking our rice. But you're gonna see all that step by step, so. So this is the already washed rice. This rice has been parboiled, washed, and ready to go. So we're just gonna go ahead and pour it in there and stir it a little bit, just a little bit. So whenever you're trying to add water to this rice, do not overfill it, because jollof rice is best if it cooks with the steam and not water. If you add water, it's gonna be soggy. It's not gonna be nice. So just add water, just a little above your rice. Do not add too much. And then we cook with like a low heat. And we're gonna use a foil. You're gonna see how I'll do it later. We'll use a foil and trap in all that heat. So add salt to taste, add your spices, everything. And be careful with your salt content. Remember, you use the stock from the meat, and that already has some stock. Bay leaves is also the secret to a really good party jollof rice. Bay leaf is a must-have in all your jollof rice recipes. So add a little curry. And that's the one I use. And I also like to add in some nutmeg. Nutmeg is also a secret recipe, secret ingredient in jollof, right? It brings out like this really nice aroma and taste when you add it. If you don't have it, that's fine. But if you do, please by all means go ahead. And after we added all that, we're just gonna go ahead and get our foil, cover it. Just cover it tightly. Be careful, it can be hot sometimes. And then we're going to reduce the heat. Turn it all the way down to like a 1 or a low. Just turn it all the way down. It's going to cook with the heat. The foil is going to help trap all the heat inside, so you don't need to put it on high or anything. It takes a little time, maybe about 30 to 45 minutes. This is our air fried beef, air fried to perfection. And this is the stew that I brought out earlier. I'm just gonna add both of them together in a bowl and then just mix it together. That's all. I found out that air frying my meat is really good. It makes it taste good, and at least it takes some calories out. And this is after 15 minutes. So I just come in with my spatula and turn the rice. Please too do not add any more water. It's still a little hard. So we're just gonna turn it and then we'll cover it back up again and let it cook. the heat is still set at 1 or low, whichever one you prefer. After another 15 minutes, I came back. It looks good. It is done. I just go in with like a couple of butter. If you like your jollof rice dry, you don't have to add this, but we like it a little more moist. So just add it. Crank your stove up to like the highest to give it that little burnt taste, and then turn it. And this is our jollof rice. It is done with our beef. This jollof rice is so good. You have to try this, and when you do, please let us know. Thank you for watching. Bye.